More unpopular opinions. Um, Things that I feel that AEW does better than WWE. It's a much shorter list. It's not a list through 1 through 10. But my first video, go check it out. I kind of covered a lot of bases and a lot of things you kind of can't deny. The in ring and certain stuff you can't deny. That is kind of a fact. But this right here is, like I said, unpopular opinions. All my opinion. And one of the main things I want to get on, I'm gonna save one specifically last because I'm gonna really dive into that one. But I think AEW has a non-forced cool factor where AEW feels cool. It feels more gritty. It's not trying to serve or advertise a grittiness. It just feels gritty. It feels grudgy. You know what I'm saying? It feels rough and rugged. It feels exactly how it's promoted in the way, right? It is only if you're a fan. You know, you got people, oh, it's boring as hell. Well, wrestling in general is kind of boring if we're just really being honest. But I just think AEW is not forcing a cool factor. Because you got the Hurt Syndicate. I mean, the coolest faction in wrestling right now. And guess what they did? Capitalized. Tag team champs. Smart. You know what I'm saying? And WWE is kind of forced. Like Jey Uso is cool, don't get me wrong, but he just feels kind of forced in his position, definitely as a top guy. LA Knight is cool, don't get me wrong, but it's like it's not enough cool characters or a cool vibe about WWE. There's certain cool things about it, and it just feels forced though. It just feels pandery. It feels propagated, advertised. They don't really feel natural. So I think AEW has a natural cool factor to it compared to WWE. Um, Sometimes, now that I said sometimes, AEW have better feuds sometimes. When they want to, their feuds are a lot more in depth about a little bit more things. They feel, and this goes with Blood feud, they actually feel like they hate each other compared to WWE. WWE, um, doing a lot of what C. Jackson be talking about, respect and love. Because it's like everybody is so respectable instead of like, there's nobody's just like a despicable bastard. You know what I'm saying? And then that goes with better heels. I think the heels are better in AEW. They actually get to be vile and dirty. You know what I'm saying? They get to be a little bit more vile and dirty in AEW. You see what Ricochet did to Swerve and what Mariah May did to Tony Storm. There's just a lot of different shit. What the Death Riders do to motherfuckers, beat their ass and all types of shit. Like, they get to be a little bit more vicious. And then that goes with getting heat. Heels actually get to have heat in AEW. Without security all over the fucking place. Like clockwork. Every little thing that happened, here go the security. No, bro. I already said in the first video, they use security a lot better, but they allow the villains to get heat where there isn't no security usage at all. You just see the bad guy raising his hand and let the crowd hate on it. That's simple. Then the motherfucking doctors come out there when the dude's already beat the fuck up or the girl's already beat the, you know what I'm saying? Not breaking it up as it happens. It's okay when it's a big fight feel, but dude, it's not a big fight feel when you use the security for every fucking thing. These niggas push each other. Here go the security. AEW don't do that. They let the heels be fucking heels. Like, geez, let them be heels. And then it even goes with the mic work. It's less fucking restricted. People say whatever the hell they want in AEW. Especially at MJF or something. Or Swerve. Certain people say whatever the fuck they want to burn the shit out of you. And really shit on you. We don't get that dirty like that, bro. Well, the only person that's really doing that is CM Punk. But he's PG Punk. I'm tired of this face Punk. It's driving me insane. Can we please just get a heel Punk? Anyway. I think also whether good guys or not, good guys is not really the question. They have more badasses that are good guys. Like WWE has a lot of pandery pussy good guys. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no badasses. Ain't nobody that's like walking around smacking niggas. You feel me? Like Edge gets down, aka Cope. He'll do some dirty shit. You know what I'm saying? Who else is another good guy that would do some shit? Like Kenny Omega and them. They don't feel like pander pussies. They feel like tough guys is gonna kick ass against the enemy. It ain't none of this respect shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said sometimes they have better feuds and they actually have blood feuds. Not particularly means you have to add blood. That means these motherfuckers feel like they hate each other. It ain't no love. It ain't no all this respect and shaking hands and shit. Now, yes, AEW is based on like a Ring of Honor type of vibe, which I don't mind because I'm going to get on my last thing about all that later. But yes, they have badass heels. I mean, badass good guys. The good guys don't feel like pander pussy, baby kissing ass niggas, man. They feel like they whoop ass and they'll get dirty if they enemy get dirty. Like, hey, man, he's a tweener pretty much. Like, he's a face because the crowd just fuck with him. And he's a prime example of a badass heel. A badass face. He don't give a fuck, bro. Madman Hangman is some of the dopest shit I've seen. He don't care who it is. He whooping ass. No talking, no questions. You get what I'm saying? And he ain't shaking hands and all this other weird, and I respect you. He ain't doing all that shit, man. This is straight hatred. You think Hangman, you would be like, man, Hangman's a hateful motherfucker. Like, that's what you think. That's what you supposed to think. Whether he's a badass good guy or a heel. And his character is a madman. He don't care. He's just going off. First impulse. He's very impulsive. He just going out there, just going off on motherfuckers, bro. The Swerve really fucked his head up. You see the story in that? That's what I said. They got better feuds sometimes, bro. They really do. Sometimes. I said sometimes. Building stars. I think they build stars a lot better than the WWE at this current moment. The only person I can think of that's actually getting built up and consistently being built up is Penta. He's the only one I can think of that's actually getting built up. Now, AEW got a few people building up at the same damn time. We got Megan Bayne getting built up. We got Harley Cameron getting built up. You know what I'm saying? Like Willow Nightingale. But as far as like new girls, those are two girls right there that's getting built up at the same time. Who's getting built up in the women's division in WWE? What, Lyra Valkyria and Chelsea Green? Show you how much they're getting built up. They're the new champions, and they are losing on TV. Please make that make sense. And then that goes to my last but not least. Then still with building stars, look at Will Ospreay. Look how they've been building Will Ospreay, Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher. Look how they've been building Daniel Garcia. He finally TNT champ. I mean, he's not a new star, but it ain't about new stars. It's about building stars. And when you look at the forefront of their top guys and people that are like the most prominent on the show, they don't have a nostalgia dependence where a lot of familiar faces are the main focus. No, that's not true. Toni Storm just won the title. Before her, another star that was built, Mariah May, had a very great run. Come on now. Look at Hurt Syndicate. Look how good they built the Hurt Syndicate. Tag team champs already. The coolest team in wrestling. We hurt people. They allowed them to hurt people. You get what I'm saying? That's why it goes back to the cool factor. It feels organic in AEW, not forced. Now, this goes to one of my last, but not least, but one of the last, better booked champions. They book their champions better than me. The champions feel like actual champions. We see them on TV. They actually defend their titles. They are never short of contenders. I said in my first video, they will make contenders. Buddy Matthews just got a Continental Championship. Real quick, back to building stars. They're building Buddy Matthews. He just got a Continental Championship match. They've been building Mercedes Moné and Okada. So that's just back to that. Mercedes Moné don't really count for us building a star, but Okada does, and Will Ospreay, and etc. But they booked their champions better than me. Mercedes Moné missed a couple weeks, maybe here and there. At least she might show up on the show, do a promo, but her matches are consistent. She's been giving us nothing but good ass matches consistently. She's been dominating consistently. She's hardly ever missing a show. The Hurt Syndicate, bro, they literally just won the titles like 2 weeks ago and already had a title defense against the Guns. War Raiders was tag team champs for like a whole month and then finally fought motherfucking Judgment Day. But then Michael Cole lied and talked about they dominating. With one team they fought, how you dominating? Then they just fought the Creed brothers that went to disqualification, which was good booking and saved the Creed brothers, but knowing Triple No Creative, he don't like Chad Gable or none of the Creed brothers or anything. He don't like none of them. Look how he just did Ivy now. But yeah, told you, building stars. That was a chance to build Ivy now. And I don't get it. I don't understand it. She been the one calling her shot, but this how you build her? Makes no sense. Karrion Kross, you not building him. Why? Good character work, but can he do something menacing to build? See what I mean? When you look at AEW, people are actually moving around and doing shit. They build better stars. They book their champions a lot better. The international title, he can actually go anywhere to defend it. I like that concept. You get what I'm saying? It's like, come on, dude. They booked their champions way better. Moxley is actually on the show. Moxley actually have title matches sometime. He's actually a part of the show sometime. He's not an absent part-time champion like damn near everybody in WWE is. WWE has part-time champions. They just hold the title to prolong their run. So you'd be like, oh, they held it for 3,000 days and defended it 5 times. Mercedes Moné had at least about, 7 title defenses? 8 title defenses? They constantly got contenders for her. What are you talking about, bro? After Colt, a.k.a. Edge, Moxley, if he beats Colt, if he coped with the idea of beating Colt, right? Most likely they got a whole nother contender. Jay White could go for the world title. Darby can come back. You see what I mean? It's an actual rotation with the champions to keep them busy. They got side missions. Mercedes Moné got 4 fucking titles. They got side missions. They could do other shit. They could go to other shows to defend the titles. That's fucking fire to me. At least the champions are doing something. What are they doing in the WWE besides holding it? Barely defend it. They defend the title 2 times in 5 months, bro. I mean, literally, bro. Cody been champ how long? And he only got, maybe 8 title defenses? Mercedes Moné been champ just not long as him, but she's been champ pretty much all year since being here, and she's got a bunch of title defenses. They booked their champions way better. Way better to me. Okada has been undefeated. He's been having constant contenders. He's been undefeated. They booked their champions way better, bro. One of the last but not least, they sexualize the women. Yes. Penelope Ford is licking girls. She's literally licking girls. Toni Storm's kissing girls. Her and Mariah May had a lesbian love story with Amina Shakara. Name me anything like that in WWE that's spicy. I know WWE's PG, but they tricked us, making us think Netflix was about to change all that. That's what I really thought. Right? Oh, let them cook. Let them cook. Man, I told y'all before, bro. A turkey don't take this fucking long, dude. Damn. It don't take this long to cook a meal, man. You could give us microwave food. You give us some appetizers, some samplers, some time too while we waiting on the turkey, bro. That's all I'm saying. My wife would do that. Hey, baby, come taste this. Okay, taste that. You feel me? Fill the man. Let me still eat a little bit while I'm waiting on this damn turkey. But it don't take that fucking long, bro. How long we gotta wait? How long we gotta wait for this motherfucker to cook? To do something spicy. It ain't nothing spicy in the women's division. By the way, they have a better women's division. Off of Toni Storm alone. She's a gimmick. She's a character. Great wrestler. Good looking. Entertaining. How do Rhea Ripley compare? And I love Rhea Ripley. But dude, she's limited when you really think about it. What does she do special? It works for her character, but like, why is she part-time instead of dominating? Why is Gunther part-time instead of dominating? That's why I said they booked their champions way better. Way better. The champions actually do shit, but the women are sexualized and they're not hiding from it. Good God. Look at Toni Storm. Why do you think she's over? She used her sexuality. She's being entertaining. She gets it. Motherfuckers are going to look at this fine-ass woman doing stuff. When she was dressed up like Mariah May, oh my goodness grief, she was looking like, oh man, she need to wear that more. You know what I'm saying? And she's not hiding from it. Harley Cameron had that match against Mercedes Moné. She motorboated her with those big old titties. She even talked about titties and they're saying tits up and shit. Like, they're sexualizing the women, bro. They are way more colorful, meaning they have identities. Harley Cameron's more... Who's more entertaining? Lyra Akira or Harley Cameron? The only person in WWE that's got that entertainment factor is Chelsea Green. But look how they play her. Having her lose on TV. But she's a champ. I give them that. But like, come on, dude. She's still a champ. She a champ is still a joke. That makes no fucking sense to me, bro. But they sexualize the women, bro. They sexualize the women. I think that's great because that's good business. I think that's a great idea. Mercedes Moné and not Mercedes Moné, but Toni Storm, Mariah May had a whole love angle, a lesbian love angle that turned tragic, bro. That's very unique. Very unique, bro. They made history. Nobody seems to want to give them credit. That's why I said unpopular. I know it's the thing to hate AEW right now. I get it. It's the thing just to hate them just because. Some of y'all hate it just because other people hate it. Y'all don't even got a real reason, which is corny. Have your own reasons. I'll give you my reasons why I could hate something. But last but not least, one of the main ones I want to indulge in, they used the sports style. AEW used the sports style way better. It's not even close. AEW actually caters to a crowd that appreciates the in-ring, the work rate aspect of professional wrestling, that actually likes the presentation that wrestling's a sport. AEW since the beginning, whole motto is literally the best wrestling company, where their matches are the forefront. The matches are their cake, their frosting. It's their McDonald's French fries. It's their Whopper. It's what they do. They have a consistent, damn near 4 to 5 star matches all the time. You get what I'm saying? And this goes with the 50-50 booking. They use the 50-50 booking way more better. Way more, they're precise with it, way more consistent. You got to think about this. In the actual sport, it is 50-50. It don't matter if you Michael Jordan against a no-name that actually got skills, right? Michael Jordan could have a bad day and get crossed. That's how AI got famous. Allen Iverson. Nobody thought that somebody could take Michael Jordan. Allen Iverson did. That's what got him famous. You see what I mean? So if 50-50 makes sense, that's why their matches most of the time are 50-50. They back and forth, and that's why. Because at any given time you can lose. Now, of course, as professional wrestler, you can't hide away from the fact that who's the stars, so it's predictable who you know is going to win. But that's why the matches are 50-50 a lot of the times, even with a lower star to a high star. Because in real life, any sport can go either way. Tyson in his prime, let's say if he did fight Rocky Marciano in his prime, you don't really know who will win that because Rocky Marciano had the smallest hands in boxing history. at one point in time, and he was knocking motherfuckers out bigger than Tyson. How do you explain that? You get what I'm saying? So he died undefeated. In a sport, 50-50 is real. That's why they use the 50-50 booking way better. Because WWE, this is why it's failing in the WWE. This is why they use it better. But this is why WWE doesn't use it better. WWE caters to a more theatrical crowd. A WWE fan is into WWE not because of the matches, bro. Matches are a part of it because WWE already have their own hardcores that watch the matches. I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? But as a WWE fan, what I'm into WWE for is what most people are into for. Stories, characters, gimmicks, shit like that. That's what it's for. The theatricalness is not because good matches. WWE has a plethora of everything. That's what WWE's always been about. They have the celebrities, the superstars, the larger than life stars. That's what they've been about for years, right? The fact that they're trying to take on this sport style, I think, is decreasing the interest, and this is why the feuds and everything are so boring, because they are shying away from their actual audience. They're trying to take AEW's audience, and I think of course, they're not failing at it because they still have more views than AEW. So they're still taking their fans. But I still don't think it's working for them, for their product, so to speak. Now, don't confuse the two. Good business and bad booking are not the same. They're in good business regardless what you think of WWE, right? But I think the booking is bad because WWE's basically trying to be AEW. Watch AEW and watch WWE and tell me how WWE is not really trying to be them. All of a sudden, they got unsanctioned matches. How many years we have seen AEW talk about unsanctioned matches? That's actually on their video game, an unsanctioned match. All of a sudden, now you got an unsanctioned match. I'm not saying AEW made it up, but they was using it as one of their trademark matches when it's a blood feud, right or wrong. I'm just saying. That's not even an opinion. That was just something to point out that Pirate Bay that WWE does. But WWE is stealing their style by trying to be a sport. They are. And then it's like it comes off as fake and phony, less organic, and it's pander booking. WWE is doing pander booking to the UFC. Since they're merged with the UFC, they're basically, whoever idea it is, they're saying WWE should be like the UFC. And whoever idea it is, they don't know what wrestling is, bro. Especially the WWE. The WWE cannot be presented as a sport, bro. It needs to be presented as a theater, as a circus. That's what it is. Wrestling in general is that. But WWE especially, they're the mecca. They're the forefront. This is why we have the Rocks, Stone Colds, Undertakers, Mick Foley's, Godfathers, Boogeymans. How did we go from that to, oh, these are serious super athletes? It's okay if it was a gimmick, but everybody is that gimmick. This is why nobody's getting over. This is why nobody's building, because it's just based on good matches. You tell me that don't sound like AEW? Where is the character work? Where's the gimmicks in WWE, really? Look at YS6, a failure, because they're a gimmick. Like, Alexa Bliss will be booked like shit. I'm just calling that out now. So I'm just saying, bro. AEW used the sports style, light years ahead, because they are catering to that audience. WWE is just being greedy. They want the AEW audience, and then they're trying to condition their new audience that this is a sport, and it's not working. This is why the viewership is down. You bring back gimmicks and characters and all that good shit, sexualize the women, I guarantee you the views will go up, because WWE will feel like WWE again. But regardless, these are my unpopular opinions. Y'all can think what y'all want to think. Please comment below what y'all think. All that other good shit. Like, share, subscribe, dislike. We are out.